So the other night against the Avs, Sidney Crosby scored an absolutely vintage classic 87 backhand snipe top cheese, and my jaw just dropped. And I saw that goal and saw the way that Crosby scored it, and I'm thinking, man, this really brings me back. So when I was growing up, Sidney Crosby was literally everywhere, okay? He was winning gold medals with Team Canada. He was winning Stanley Cups. He was scoring the golden goal. The dude was everywhere. He was all the hockey world could talk about, whether it was the golden goal, the cups, or even the Crosby versus Ovechkin juicy rivalry. Crosby was on everyone's mind in the hockey world, and he was always being talked about in the loop here. And honestly, that's the way it should be for a player of that caliber who's done as much as he has. He's already a living legend here. And look, I understand that he's getting older, right? He's in his mid-30s now. He's not putting up ridiculous points or scoring the unbelievable, I'm falling on my side and still manage to put it in the net type of goals. I get that. Coupled with the fact that Connor McDavid's putting up 60 goals and 130 points. McKinnon is on fire. Matthews has been unreal this past few years. He scored 60 last year. Like, I understand that there's sexier names now in the league than Sidney Crosby, but the staying power this guy has, I mean, if you ask 10, 20, 50 players in the NHL right now, who is your favorite NHL player growing up, I guarantee you're going to get so much Sidney Crosby in there, it won't even be funny. I'm telling you right now, he's had such a deep-rooted impact on this league here, and all of Canada fell in love with this guy and has been ever since here. But again, the emergence of a guy like McDavid, for example, who, by the way, is the most talented player I've ever seen. I believe he is more talented than Crosby was, even in his prime. I just think that Crosby is maybe getting swept under the rug a bit more now with these bigger names like McKinnon and Matthews and McDavid doing all this crazy stuff. I think that Crosby does get kind of pushed off to the side a little bit, and the headlines are all about 97 and 34 and 29 now. And it could just be me, right? Like, it could just be that I'm not seeing it. It's not in my face every day, but it really seems that Crosby doesn't get very much coverage at all from, like, SportsCenter, Sportsnet. Like, when he comes through Toronto or Vancouver, Edmonton, places like that, yes. But apart from that, like, if the Penguins aren't on a road swing through Canada, I don't tend to hear that much about Crosby unless he's breaking some kind of record. We hear more about Ovechkin because of the Gretzky goal chase and the 800 goals and this stuff. But Sid, I don't feel like has been getting a ton of play recently here, and he's kind of being pushed off to the background a little bit compared to the other guys. And I really hope that doesn't continue. I hope that people remember how special Sidney Crosby is in his own right. I know he's been doing it for almost 20 years now, and he's been on the same team, and I mean, Malkin and Letang with him too. Like, it's kind of old news. Like, yeah, those guys have been together forever. But still, this guy, man, like, let's wake up and smell the roses before it's too late. He ain't Sid the Kid anymore, and he might not even be in the league for way longer. You got to appreciate this now. He is a generational talent. Remember, McDavid was being called the next Crosby, and if you were following hockey from 2005 to 2015, remember how crazy the hype and the Crosby mania was. It was nuts. I remember he would come through Calgary. I would go to the game, and it would feel so different. It would feel like a concert, like a crazy, like Justin Bieber was in town when Sidney Crosby would come here. It was nuts. So yeah, just something I noticed because of the unreal goal he scored, and I wanted to just kind of bring it up. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.